It's a well-known dictum that politicians and nappies have one thing in common. They should both be changed regularly, and for the same reason. But no, listen folks, jokes aside, having been forced out of office after almost 14 years, Tony Blair, yes, that Tony Blair, the unwelcome gift that keeps on giving, the nightmare that keeps reoccurring, has reportedly offered the government strategic advice on the vaccine rollout. But does he have a greater ambition? He's said to be contemplating a de Gaulle-Style comeback, the French Europhile politician that returned from the wilderness after a decade out of power to win the French presidency. Blair reportedly seeks a similar triumphant breakout from his political grave to lead our nation once again, leaving aside the little matters of which political party would host his return to frontline politics and which deluded constituency would elect him to Parliament. Let's examine Blair's track record from when he was Prime Minister. The British electorate voted for Cool Britannia and got abysmal schools. He promised us new opportunities and instead tried to force the UK to join the EU's asphyxiating straitjacket, the Euro. He championed a more free society and gave us draconian new laws instead. He offered us a referendum on the EU constitution and instead did all he could to entrench us within the EU. He spoke of an era of peace and gave us the war in Iraq. There was nothing so bad that Tony Blair could not and did not make worse. And now this man, this dinosaur from a bygone era, is presenting himself as our messiah. No. 100 times no. What is it about the left-wing politicians of yesterday who seem to be so anxious to be the curse of today? What questions is it that the left are asking of their biggest defeat in almost a century in 2019, to which Blair is the answer? If Tony Blair is the best talent that the left have, were I Boris Johnson, I'd crack open a bottle of the best bubbly, English obviously, that I could get me hands on, I'd kick me feet up on the sofa, because I'm clearly not leaving office anytime soon. You think of Comrade Corbyn, Nick Clegg and now Tony Blair, what did they all have in common? They still believe that they've something to offer the British people. And they actually do. It's called snake oil. Tony Blair, we're doing just fine with our vaccine rollout. We've vaccinated more people than the whole of your precious EU put together. We don't need your strategic advice or otherwise. We don't need you, and ultimately, we don't want you. As a good Conservative, I don't grudge you your country house or your grand townhouse in London or elsewhere. I don't grudge you the millions you've made since leaving office, advising whichever dolt with more cash than sense will have you. Good for you. But please, be gone from our lives. Our country's politics is better off without your contribution. I'm Darren Grimes for Reasoned UK. Reasoned relies upon grassroots donations from people like yourself that want us to continue producing our high quality, free thinking content. So please do consider clicking the link and donating, no matter how big, no matter how small, because it really does ensure that we can keep on keeping on.